Delft Island, which is also known as Neduntheevu, is an island in the Palk Strait, northern Sri Lanka. It is the second largest of Sri Lanka's islands with a history spanning over 1,000 years. The island's area is 50 square kilometers and it is roughly oval-shaped. Its length is 8 kilometers and its maximum width about 6 kilometers. Nedunthivu is a flat island surrounded by shallow waters and beaches of coral chunks and sand. The vegetation is of a semi-arid tropical type with palmyra palms, dry shrubs and grasses that grow on the pale grey porous coralline soil. Papayas and bananas grow close to the local people's homes. On the western coast of the island, there are remains of a 1,000-year-old temple built by the Chola dynasty as well as the ruins of a Dutch colonial fort. The water is slightly brackish and it is taken from shallow wells using buckets made from palmyra palm leaves. A naval battle was fought off the coast of the island in 2008 during the Sri Lankan Civil War. Delft's history and heritage were specially influenced by Ceylon's relationships with Portuguese, Dutch, and British colonists since the 16th century. Utilized as a ground for rearing cattle and horses, the island was first described as the island of cows and then as the island of horses. Even today, the island is famously known for its extraordinary population of wild horses. Delft is home to a largely Christian and Hindu Tamil community of about 5,000 people who principally engage in fishing, producing dried fish, rearing cattle and poultry, and cottage industries centered on palmyra products. The exhausting but fascinating journey to Delft Islands begins from Kurikatduan KKD jetty on the Punkudatiu Island, which is bridged to the Jaffna Peninsula. The ferry service used to get to Delft is normally used by pilgrims who travel to the ancient Nagadeepa temple. There is an old Portuguese fort on Delft Island. This fort, smaller in size compared to the Gold Fort or Jaffna Fort, is made with coral and limestone. The fort was probably located here due to the favorable mooring facilities offered by the bay for all vessels and easy landing facilities. The pillars and walls left preserved highlight that the fort was a two-storied building. The ground floor has no windows, and it is said to have been used to store gunpowder and hold prisoners, while the second floor was built with windows for light and ventilation with larger rooms. The entrance to the fort is through a passage next to the old Dutch hospital, which is well preserved and shows the skills of Portuguese, Dutch, and British who used the facility. The hospital too is made from coral and limestone, and its status questions modern-day construction. The next eye-catching sight is the pigeon's nest, which houses around 2 dozens of pigeons that were used to transport messages across islands, ships, and the mainland. The site, as well as many parts of the island, was surrounded by a wall that was made out of coral. Placed one on top of another, the wall had been built with no mortar to bind each stone. The walls were strong and had a height of around 4 meters. Further into the island was the Queen's Tower, which was used as a navigation landmark by the Dutch. The tower was believed to be covered with a reflective surface which could be seen a distance away from the sea. Another significant resource of the Delft Island is the baobab tree. The baobab tree is standing gloriously with a 52 feet hollow trunk which could easily house 3 people inside. The entrance into the trunk was the size of 2 men. Baobab, also known as Adansonia, is a genus of 9 species of tree, out of which 6 are native to Madagascar, 2 native to Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, and 1 native to Australia. 1 species of African origin was introduced to some Asian countries during the colonial era, and the Delft baobab is believed to be one such introduction. If you are willing to explore the beauty of the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, do remember to visit Delft Islands to witness its beauty and historical importance.